I saw one that was very clever that
Oh.
they were giving away these stupid little scarves, like just I don't know, a dollar store, and I'm using air quotes here, silk, but that kind of look of a scarf, a lady scarf, just cheap things that I'm sure they got from China. But what they did was at their booth was this big treasure chest, and there was a fishbowl of keys. And you'd reach in there and you'd grab a key, and some of those keys would open the treasure box. And if it opened up the treasure box, you got a scarf, and
Hmm.
that was it. And I'll never forget the line waiting to put their hand in the fishbowl and grab out a key. I asked the guy, I said, how many of those open up? He said, like 1 out of 10. He said, if you do it too much, there's no line. If you do it too few, there's no line. He said, so about 1 out of 10 needs to win. So if we put 200 keys in there, about 20, fit the little lock there.
And win a cheap scarf.
And they would wait in line for 15 minutes for $1, what I'm sure was $1 China scarf, but
I was just reading this study, and I think they did it in New York City, where they created a line outside of a building that was you didn't know what it was, right? You didn't know what it was inside. They created a line, and then they were studying how many people joined the line, and they were asking them, "Hey, what are you guys waiting for?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure."
isn't that funny?
But they just
But
saw
I
a line
want
and
it.
figured it had to be something like, "What am I missing?" And so they got in the line.
Isn't that
I want
funny?
some. I don't know what it is, but I
I
want
don't know
like
some.
what
that.
it is. It must be good, otherwise it wouldn't be a line.
That's what I
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Great.
Well, there you go. A different way to start the show today. Yeah. So what we were talking about was how Owen Lee used to go to events and basically bribe people for their business cards. Is what would
I
happen.
would give away every hour. I would have a big Wheel of Fortune wheel, and I would go around to everybody in front of my booth, and I would take their business card, and then I would spin the wheel, and
Give them cash.
whatever that amount was, pull the thing out of the jar, free cash. And I just had a sign that said Title Partners. That's the name of our. I was mostly a title guy back then.
yeah.
And it said Title Partners, and underneath it said free cash. All the realtors walking by.
And what was
Conversation starter?
what was the dollar amounts on the wheel?
Mostly 50 or 100, some 20,
Dang.
some 200, but
Okay, I get it. And
No.
and how often would you spin it? Once every hour?
every hour.
Every hour.
Wow.
And so probably you average $50 a spin, give or take.
It costs about it costs about $600
Yeah.
to do it, and it just it exploded the amount of contacts that I made.
Oh, I bet it did. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
How many
you had a
cells?
solid free
Sometimes
cash.
you got to go to the lowest common denominator.
Give you money. Yeah.
That's right.
Free
Very-
cash.
Very interesting.
Get cash. Free. That
And I
reminds me.
had
Go
a
ahead.
business card that said on the back. It said, "I'm really in the on-time realtor commission check delivery business."
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm gonna trademark that. I like
Paving
that.
the way. Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah, it reminds me, and I don't know if this is legit or not, but I heard there was a band, a local crappy band that played in bars, and the name of their band was Free Beer. So you could put in the on the sign Wednesday night free beer. You know what I mean? On the door. So hey man, free beer. It's Wednesday night. Let's go. No, it's a crappy band, crappy bar band.
Yeah, and a riot breaks out every time when they find out.
Hey man, where's
Yeah,
the
where's my
free
free
beer? Good morning, everybody. How's it going? What a weird way to start today. What Owen?
You said, "Where's the free beer?" I said, "They're on stage."
They're on stage.
That's right. They're not right there. Them's free beer. Let's see. What's going on? How's everybody doing, man? Just a good morning. Let's wake up the chat here. How'd yesterday go? Anybody have a great day yesterday? I bet Sue Moody did. Oh, she hates this right now. I know she does. Did you have a great day yesterday, Sue? Come on, tell us you did. And if you didn't, just lie. Make something up.
Well, actually, I did the day before.
All right, what happened?
And I had a current customer refer me to his buddy, and I got a $700,000 mortgage. So
Yikes!
I didn't
Nice.
even have to, before I even called the customer on my Tuesday call to give an update and ask for the business, he had already sent someone to me.
Wow. The
That's
infamous buddy referral, Carl.
I know.
The infamous
I like that.
buddy referral. Yeah, and only 700,000 though, so
Yeah,
Well, it's
whatever.
700,000 in Michigan. That's a big one in Michigan. Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the downside of it is it's not going to happen till August because it's with a builder and the house is being built and it's an in loan. So,
But the good news though is you need money in August too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I'm gonna find out.
I never get bummed at that. Like, yeah, it's not
Yeah,
going to be for 2 months. It's like, well, it's okay. I need money 2 months from now. It's good.
I get an electric bill that month too.
Yeah.
So, hey, I got to win. I got to win, Frank.
I cannot wait to hear it.
So this was a new-ish loan officer, and this new-ish loan officer got a list of purchase transactions from the title company that were 3 years old. So in other words, these people closed 3 years ago.
Got it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And just started calling them and offering to do that. They were triggered for an equity review trigger, or they didn't use the word trigger.
Yeah,
Equity
nice. Like it.
Your file was flagged for an equity review.
Yeah.
And,
your ERT.
Yep. And did the refinance toolkit script, right?
Yeah.
So get this. These are real numbers. Had 253 conversations.
Wow.
All
Holy
right.
crap.
Well, wait.
Did I say
8
holy crap? Sorry. But holy crap.
8 closings. So you go, well, wait a minute. That's a horrible conversion rate. It's like 3.5%, right? Which is considered not good, right? Because realtor referrals 18%, something like that. So this guy, he said, I don't know any realtors. I get nervous. Give me something else. So 253 calls to strangers to him anyway. 8 closings, $27,200 in revenue for the month.
Wow.
Right? $27,200, which came to a little over $3,000 per closing, which is the number that we use, right? And I did the math on it. I said, first of all, dude, you do that every month? Which why couldn't he?
Yeah,
Right?
why
It's
not?
not like rates took a dip this last month.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
there's no rules here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you multiply that times 12, that'd be $326,400 for the year. But wait, so then I went, well, how much did he make per phone call?
Love it. How much?
Whether they said, hit the road, I don't like you, don't ever call me again, tell me more, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes. Like, no matter what they said, it was 253 hellos. If you divide what he made, $27,200, by the 253 phone calls, each phone call, even if they told him to go pound sand, he made $107.50. So the question comes, would you make a phone call, read a small script, and no matter what they say, I'll give you $107.50?
Yeah. Right? Like, how many calls can I make?
Well,
Let me get to the next call, please. Yeah.
253. I got an answer for that. 253.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
I do it for 10. I do it for 108, but I don't know if I.
Yeah, that 107.550. Wasn't that and I think we can all agree a 3.5%. I think it came to 3.2% conversion rate is not good. But even at a not good conversion rate, it's $107.50 per call.
Yep.
No matter what they said. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. It's very cool.
It was. I was going to share that to our group today. Owen and I are doing a special call stars for our group. I was going to share that. That was a fascinating number.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was it's not like it was like Sue Moody calling or Sharon Wolford calling. You go, well, of course they would get that, right?
Yeah,
This was like
because they're awesome.
this was just like a dude, just a normal kind of a younger guy, just a just read the script. I thought that was very interesting. $107.50. I love, so it goes back to take your focus off the result and just focus on the activity,
Right.
That's
which is
right.
what he did. Because otherwise you go, dude, I only converted 3%. I'd go, oh, that's horrible until you do the math.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. So anyway,
It is interesting. It's the only way to look at it. It really is. When you
Yeah.
break it down like that, it's like we're gonna make our calls today. Just look at it that way. Each of those calls, no matter what the outcome, is worth a certain amount of money.
yes, I thought that was absolutely fascinating to look at it that way. And
Yeah.
I loved that it was a low conversion rate because it makes just a great, like if it had gotten 20%, I go, well, I can't tell that story because that's a high conversion rate.
Yeah.
But 3% is not a high conversion rate. I mean, you could almost stand out on the side of the road with a sign, and people that stopped get a 3% conversion rate. I mean, really, and that's like low. So anyway, I thought that was. I don't want to take away from Owen's time, but I thought that was fascinating.
That was killer. That was
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Wow. Well, what a
Action.
good way to look at things, man. I
See,
dig it.
the simple things that excite Carl. I'm almost embarrassed about that.
Oh, God, good stuff. Well, speaking about getting embarrassed, let's bring up Owen Lee,
Thank you.
the mortgage market update.
Thank you.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Not much market news at all in the past 4 or 5
Nah.
days. Just up and down. And, not much. Not much. So things are going good. April is off to a good start. In all seriousness, 2-week ceasefire in the Iran military conflict has been very good for the market.
Yeah.
Why don't we just hop in for a second if we can throw up the slides? And I've got some interesting slides at the end, especially with some white space that everybody can use. So we'll just go with the start. If we can just make that slide a little bit bigger when we get a second. But this is the past 6 or 7 days, probably the last 5, maybe a couple of weeks. You can see where we really went low there. And again, this is the mortgage-backed securities. So when you look at the mortgage-backed securities, an upward trend means a down in rate because when the bond price rises, the interest rate goes down. Thank you. So when you look at this for about 7 or 8 days, we've really increased. And we're starting to get to the point where people are believing that this war is going to be more limited. Yes, oil went up for about 30 days, but then it will just dissipate back to what it was before. As we can see here, this is good for the market. Now, if one freighter gets blown up going around the Straits of Hormuz, all bets are off.
Yeah.
We're still in a market that's entirely tied to the headlines of what's happening with the Iran conflict and the oil shipping. Remember, somewhere around 21-22% of the world's oil goes through that 2.5-mile stretch. So you really have to take a look at that. But the news has been good for the past 2 weeks, so we'll take it. It's been largely good. Can we go to the next slide? So if you look at where we are overall on this next slide that's going to pop up in a minute, since the best day for rates, which was about February 25th, February 26th, somewhere around there, you can see how much we dropped for the first 2.5 weeks of the military action, we are about halfway back to where we were. And so despite the volatility, you can hear and see some optimism creeping back into the market with this. I think if you remember, rates, there was a lot of headlines. Now this is WIC points, and it all depends upon, where your pricing is and how much you make in your paycheck and all that kind of stuff. But it did get a couple basis points below 6, which made headlines. Things were really starting to take off. So we're about halfway back right now. So we're really, really getting close to being where we were. This would put rates somewhere around 6 3/8, 6 1/4. And again, I would always look at them paying a little points because it's just what people have gotten used to over the past 3 to 4 years. So that's why we're starting to get some optimism creeping back. If we can get through this 2-week ceasefire and it holds and that shipping starts to go around. I heard somebody on CNBC yesterday say they showed this map of all the tankers that were waiting to navigate this strait. The stock market was up 1,000 points and the bonds were doing well. And the guy said, this is about halfway priced in. If all these freighters make it around the strait and there's no incidents, he thinks there's another 1,000-point pop. So we'll see if that happens over the next.
And you know what they're doing? You know what they're doing,
days.
Owen? The captains are going, Frank, you go ahead. I'll follow you. No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Carl, please go ahead. Go.
Yeah. Hey, Owen, you said something a second ago. I thought was very interesting. You said, hey, we've kind of gotten used to pricing things like with a point or two. Is there any kind of a national number that would help us? Like, hey, the average loan comes with X points nationwide, kind of thing?
It's about 1.5 points. If you read the fine print of that Freddie Mac survey that comes out, and I'm not a huge fan of that Freddie Mac survey because on the day it comes out, it's 7 to 8 business days old. Yeah. There's got to be something better. But if you read the small fine print, it's usually about 1.5 points.
That's very interesting. That's a new thing in recent years. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Very new since about the back half of 2022.
Interesting.
So. And then we got a couple more slides here. I know we got a couple hands up, but so here's a question that I would urge everybody to talk about, okay? I came across this article. There's a growing share of home listings that are going stale, that have been on the market for a serious period of time. As a matter of fact, that is the largest number that we've seen since 2013. So there is the most amount of listings on the market that are at least 60 days old at any point in time in the last 13 years. So when you say is now, obviously, these are homes that are ripe for a price discount, that are ripe for somebody to give seller concessions to buy down the interest rate. And so, our interest rates up 25 basis points in rate from where they were 5 weeks ago? Yes. Did somebody who buys today time the market absolutely perfectly? No. But the rates are better today than at almost any time in the past 3.5 years, absent a 6-week period, right? So we're almost at the best time to buy, and we've got a lot of stale listings out there. So this is obviously ripe for discounts, obviously ripe for seller concessions. I would get this information out to your realtors so they can talk about it, to your, be their trusted source of market information. I'd send this to every single one of my pre-approved and looking, everybody in my database. Hey, is now a good time to buy? Yes, some of the lowest rates in 4 years, most houses on the market since the pandemic, most amount of stale listings in 13 years. we've got a great story to tell right now. And we've got to permanently get our minds out of the 2020, 2021 race at 2, race at 3. That's never coming back absent some cataclysmic macroeconomic event. We are in a really, really good spot right now. We've got a really, really good story to tell. And I want all 300 people plus the streamers and the Facebookers and all that, 400, 500, however many are listening, to know this is a great time to sell and buy a home. A great time. A great time for move-up buyers. Probably the best time for move-up buyers in 4 years at least. So let's just get to one more slide that I have. Again, put your information on this. Send this out to all your referral sources. I just want you to think about this, okay? We've got a lot of listings. They're ripe for discounts, okay? If you have a 30-year interest rate or fixed rate mortgage, your borrower is waiting for rates to drop back to 6 or 5 7/8 or whatever, right? And they miss out on this period of a lot of listings. And they pay just 20 grand more, right? Which on a $350,000 house is 6%-ish, right? Their payment is actually higher, right? So a more important fact is the amount of listings that are out there. A more important fact is the amount of dated listings that are out there than what the interest rate is. So I would share that information because it's important and people don't know about it, right? Don't assume that people know this fact because they don't. So become their trusted source of financial information. Use this chart, get your name on it, send it to everybody. And yes, there are certain areas of the country, I see some comments in the chat. Everybody knows I live in Michigan, right? Michigan is actually still a little bit of a seller's market, but not as much as it was, right? We've still got some facts out there. And even if, like, you could take that fact that I just threw up on that last slide, even if, you know, you have to pay more because there's less listings on, that theory still works if you're in a buyer's market or a seller's market, right? 60 days from now, 90 days from now, 6 months from now, if you pay $20,000 more, your payment's not going up as much. Or I'm sorry, your payment's going up more than if the rates dropped. And I don't think we're going to see a 50 basis point drop in rate, right? We might get back down to 6. We might even trickle a little bit below 6. But I don't, 5.65, I don't see it. Not unless some other thing happens that we're not anticipating. So, you know, use those last 2 slides to promote yourself. I think some really, really great facts on there. So that's what I got this morning.
Awesome, man. We do have a couple of hands up here. We have Andrew. Go ahead real quick.
Sorry about that. No, that's all good information. That prompted me to use my Reach app to send out one of those points to all the referral partners, all the realtors out there, because probably all these real estate agents, they're not aware of that information either.
Right.
So.
Oh, indeed.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Good thinking.
Realtors don't realtors don't know a ton about interest rates, not as much as they would think. So if you can give them a factoid or two so they can sound like an expert, they're going to appreciate that. And by the way, Andrew, is that a block M on your chest? Congrats on the national championship.
I was born in Detroit, so I've got dual citizenship. I'm here in Ohio with
dual
all the Buckeye fans.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
All right. Hey,
Not everything can go good.
Let's get to Brad. What do you got, bud?
Well, you know, we were talking a little bit earlier about the tankers in the Strait of Hormuz and how we were jokingly saying which one's going to go first. If I understand right, I think I heard this, that the reason why most of them are not going through is because their insurance was canceled. for all those ships. So until their insurance is reinstated, I don't imagine anyone's going to take a chance on going through. And so I don't think the insurance companies will renew that until they feel confident that nothing's going to happen. So I think they're going to be sitting on that
I
side
don't
for
really
a
know
while.
about that. I mean, it sounds reasonable, but I'm not really sure. But shout out to whoever put the Captain Phillips comment in the
hilarious
chat. That
was great. Yeah. Hey, Sharon, what do you got?
Had your cup of coffee this morning. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning. I just wanted to add to Owen's point about waiting for the prices to go up and how you're going to kind of miss the boat on that. To the MMA members, there's a made for you PowerPoint that I have used many times and gotten the best reaction from all the realtors about getting buyers off the fence and giving them facts and not fiction and not just what they think is happening. And it's all about not waiting and paying more for the house. How if you go with the rates that we have right now, get the prices that you have right now instead of waiting and then the prices go up because you've missed the boat.
Yeah. Good stuff. Awesome. Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sharon.
I was on a platform the other day with a lot of loan officers in Fort Worth, Texas, and I said, hey, we've got the most amount of listings nationally in 5.5 years. We've got some of the lowest interest rates in 4 years. If you've been waiting, what are you waiting for? Yeah. How many years are you going to wait? You're going to wait 20 years? You're going to, now is the time.
Yeah. So, yeah, indeed.
We've got a great story to tell. We really do.
I was going to ask Kelly Dutton, our local commercial gal here on Breakfast Club. Do the commercial rates get affected as dramatically as the residential? Do you see, like right now, are you seeing a wild, fluctuations in commercial rates or anything like that?
No, if anything, I'm beating up a little bit more for a little better rate.
Oh yeah.
They haven't moved. They moved the first time when the very first notice came out. They went down a little bit, but they really haven't moved a lot.
Okay, interesting. So, okay. Well, hey, don't forget about Kelly Dutton, guys. If you need help with commercial stuff, she's here to help you out. I was just curious if the commercial side was, impacted as much as we are.
No.
So, interesting stuff. Owen Lee, man, thank you so much.
All right.
That was awesome.
That was cool. Oh, now let's get clear on the slides. All right. So just remember, guys, it's owensslides.com. You got to go there. Somebody asked if I do it once, so I got to do it again. Yeah, because we have to re-upload the new ones every time. And so when you put your name and email and hit go, it transmits the most recent one to you. We don't have it like on an auto thing, We're not doing that. We haven't deployed Chris Johnstone into the system yet to make it do that. So we are in the manual mode. So you have to go to Owen's Slides, Owens with an S, Owen's Slides, 2 S's there, .com, put in your info, hit go, you get the slides sent to you. So that's what you want to do. So you want to do that going forward.
That's awesome. Owen, so I've got a question, if it's okay. So if you're taking a look at, because you see a lot of mortgage data. And so if you look at, the start to the year, Q1 this year compared to Q1 of last year, are you seeing an increase in volumes? Are you seeing an increase in the amount of customers out there?
Purchases, so nationally, purchases were up about 12%. Wow. Inside of our world and on Carl's team, our overall applications were running about 32% higher. And I think that's the difference between people who are more regularly prospecting and
definitely
who are not.
Yeah.
People who are adopting technology and people who are not. So that was super, super strong, both on the refi and on the purchase side. And then, it did really level off, because when the war, I don't know if war is the right word, but when the military action started and a lot of people were watching the market, and of course the stock market went down, so their 401ks go down and everything like that, they get a little nervous, and it takes about 3 or 4 weeks for them to regain some confidence because, a lot of times when people don't know what to do, they do nothing. But now's a great time to pick up the phone and pound your realtors and pound the pre-approval and looking lists and whatnot. But yeah, Chris, as a matter of fact, I'll get a slide for that next week. The MBA has this weekly slide comparing the years. I think now would be a good time to look at that. But we were up about 10 to 12%. Our team was up about triple that, and that's just the power of prospecting more.
Yeah. Yeah. And every 32% raise helps, right?
It does. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Every 32% raise helps. It took me a second, Chris, for that one to compute, but very true. Very true.
Don't worry,
Michigan, Canada.
nobody likes my jokes, so it's par for the course.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Hey, Owen, man, thank you so much, brother. We super appreciate you, man.
You,
just such a great pleasure. Everybody loves having you here, and it's just so awesome. Hey, Chris, what's tomorrow? What do you got in store for us tomorrow?
So I've made a little discovery, Frank.
Chris discoveries are interesting. Okay.
We're going to talk about AI agents because that's what was on the agenda, but we're going to wrap it around this new opportunity that I think we've uncovered in the mortgage market. So I interviewed one of our clients that's getting referrals from ChatGPT and AI, and 40% of their loans that are going to fund this month have come from AI recommending them. So whether it's ChatGPT or Grok or whatever. But here's the thing, Frank. The majority of that volume is customers that are taking a quote they've already got from another lender, putting it into AI. AI's analyzing the quote and then recommending them as the second option they should call.
You've got to be kidding.
And so what I'm putting together as a strategy is how to train the large language models that you're the best second opinion for when people are using AI to analyze a mortgage. So think about that. We've got companies that are dumping millions of dollars into lead gen, buying leads, getting all these leads, doing the initial application, giving them the offer. They take the offer, they put it into AI, and then AI recommends us. And so that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
I think Google
bring your smokes.
Google's toast. I really believe that. I think Google has had its day like IBM. Not that they're going away, but I think they're the IBM of the internet traffic. Not yet.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, Owen.
That is such a good hack. That's such a good hack.
It's crazy.
I seriously, I might think about having somebody else start your car in the morning.
Yeah.
Owen, I don't go anywhere, so I'm safe.
Godfather fans out there, I'm not starting Chris's car. No way.
No. I'll ride with Mrs. Johnstone in her car. You go ahead, Chris. And by the way, why don't you take that boat down the straight there and see if you get through?
Yeah,
that's right. Don't go fishing with a guy named Fredo. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fascinating, man. That's going to be killer tomorrow. Good stuff. All right.
By the way, you know how much one of those tankers cost?
$100 billion.
Tankers, they were I was listening to that yesterday. They're like $800 million, almost $1 billion each. These tankers cost without the oil.
Wow.
Without the oil. Yeah. Hey, you want to hear another useless piece of information?
Yeah.
Try to stop us.
Yeah. If you're looking at a dice, you can always tell what the backside number is. You know how you can tell? Because it always adds up to 7.
Really?
And
So if I look at a 2, the back is 5.
Yeah. If you look at a 1, the back is a 6. If you look at a 3, the back is a 4. If you look at the 2, the back is 5. If you look at a 5, the back is a 2. Another piece of useless information that will absolutely get you
benefits
nothing.
us nothing, but it is interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
I feel like I should have known that when I was single and hanging out trying to meet girls in a bar.
Right. Right. Show
where
me
were
a
you
die.
then,
I'll
Carl
tell you what the
White?
number is on the
Where were
back.
you
Yeah.
then?
Yeah. I can't afford to buy you a drink, but
I can do this magic
watch
trick.
this.
Yeah.
But if I can tell the number on the back of this die, I need to get your phone number.
There you go. Yes. Try me. Try me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Good stuff. Great stuff. Good stuff. Awesome information. Useless information. It's been a great day today. It's been fantastic. So glad to have you guys here. And we're going to do it all again tomorrow with Chris Johnston. We're going to learn how to ruin other loan officers' lives once again by making use of AI, which is going to be great. It's super fun. See, that's why it's fun to be in this crowd. You know what I mean? Because we're those guys that get to win. It's good to know stuff. It just is, right? You guys have a great day. Thank you, Owen Lee. Hey, see you guys later. Adios. See you tomorrow.
Everybody, have a great day today.